Coach. How you doing?
Good to see you, man. Yeah, always, always.
All right.
Okay, so I am sitting here with Gary Onuekwusi, Coach Gary Onuekwusi, who is now the head coach of Camden Catholic football. So let's get right into it. Being born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland, can you talk about your early life and how you were introduced to the game of football?
Okay, I would say it all started when I was about 7 years old. I remember we driving past the field out in Essex, Maryland. I drove past the field, I saw kids playing, and I screamed to my mom. I said I wanted to go out there. I wanted to go out there and play. That following day, she signed me up, and it was flag football. I remember, just being out there with the flag and just running around. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I had the ball, and I just was running back and forth, and it was just amazing. Ever since that, I took pride in just wanting to get better. I always look forward to football season when you gotta go shopping for football equipment, get a mouthpiece, and get some new gloves, put the pads on. But it all started with flag, then it kind of got into equipment. When I started with playing padded football, it was interesting and it was fun. I mean, I remember me used to walk around with the pads. I used to hit my pads all the time. My mom was like, take them pads off around the house. But I say that's what started. That's where I got introduced to football. Ever since then, it's just been a growing desire and passion for it.
Offense or defense?
I'm a defensive guy. Me personally, growing up, I used to love contact. I used to just love, disrupting practices. I just say I'm a defensive-minded person. I used to just love just bringing people to the ground. That was just kind of something that I always pride myself on. I used to just watch a lot of Ray Lewis growing up. Reggie White, famous pass rusher. I just pride myself on defense. I wasn't the fastest guy growing up. I could say I hit hard, and I was physical. So that was my niche. I kept it on defense. I kind of used those talents and just stayed on defense.
You attended Lawrence Dunbar High School, coming off a monster junior season. As a senior, you recorded 156 tackles, 3 sacks, and 5 forced fumbles. You were named the team's top tackler, being named All-State, First Team Baltimore Sun All-Metro, and winning a state championship in 2008. If you had one word to describe your career at Dunbar, what would it be?
Dedicated. That being said, I dedicated myself each and every year to get better. I didn't just go out there and put those numbers up just off of sitting on the couch and just coming out and playing football. Each and every off season, I worked hard. I set goals for myself each year. I said, well, I want to. My first year, I had 50 tackles. I want to get 75 tackles the next year. Or I want to get 100 tackles the next year. It was milestones that I set for myself each and every season. I would say I was dedicated. Just dedicated to, wake up and go run a mile. Dedicated to go, do the extra mile in the gym. Work hard. But if I could use one word, I was just dedicated. It was just the love of the game, and I was just dedicated to do something with myself through football.
So after an amazing run that you had at Dunbar, what was it like now being recruited by Temple University at the time?
It was, I would say, that process was, it was a fun, fulfilling process. It was it was the unexpected with that. I remember just being in there like, wow, after a monster season, not having any offers from any school. Not even, I had some schools come in, they showed interest, but I was verbal, so I didn't have any, official offers. And just, Temple came in and just said they may can do something with me. And it was a process. It was a process with that. I had to, I kept calling the coach, like, Coach, what's going on? Reaching out to the coaches. Coach continued to stay in contact with my head coach to check up on me, see how my grades were. But, it was a process with that. It was fulfilling, because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know, I played on a team with a bunch of, I played on a team with some top guys. So that being said, like Tavon Austin, Jonathan Perry, Sean Falls, those are some guys, a lot of them attract a lot of colleges there. So it was a lot of colleges coming in and out of our school.
So you being in the recruiting process, if you had any advice to give to student athletes entering the recruiting process, currently being recruited and or trying to get their talent noticed, what would you say to them?
My advice for current athletes, I will first say, take care of what you need to take care of in the classroom. It first starts in the classroom. Once you have that foundation of, your grades, you're going to be good to go. The higher your GPA, the less you have to score on the SAT and the ACT. So my advice for those guys are, just to first take care of your classroom, then use sports, whatever sport you're playing, as an engine to drive you in different avenues. Sports alone is going to introduce you to a lot of people. One, it's going to take you places that you never imagined. Two, just having an academic background, having a degree, reaching those milestones in academics can only add to the sports, and it can only make your leverage that much more significant.
In 2014, you entered the world of coaching. Were there any type of influences you had growing up or sort of encouraged this decision? Like, was it maybe a dream?
Growing up, no. I always just thought, I was going to play in the NFL. That was kind of my dream growing up. The dream of coaching came upon when I was in college, playing at Temple University, playing under 3 different head coaches, seeing, one coach leave, going to another school, then another coach coming in, performing well, we winning games, going to a bowl game, and then he's leaving. It kind of got me to understand the business aspect of everything and to see, the impact of these coaches that's coming in and making on the kids' lives.
So every coach has a philosophy. What is your coaching philosophy?
My coaching philosophy, first I want to say, is have fun. You're at an age right now, high school level, this is going to be the funnest time of your life. When you get into college, it's more politics get involved, business get involved. High school is, you can just go have fun out there in any sport you playing, especially football. Just go run around, make plays. That's my biggest thing. That's one biggest thing. Another thing, my philosophy is, is just to be smart. To be smart, to be tough, and to be relentless. Being smart meaning, just studying the game, knowing what you're doing, because, every game is a test. And every pregame, when we do the walkthrough, is the preparation for the test. So, just being able to prepare yourself for that opportunity that's going to present itself Friday night. And, just being tough. Being tough is just battling through adversity, just anything that's being thrown at you, just believing in yourself that you're going to be able to get through it, and just being relentless. Relentless is just, playing hard, going as fast as you can, not taking plays off. I feel like that would be my philosophy. I feel like that is my philosophy, and that philosophy alone could take a kid to the next level. You know what I mean? So smart, tough, and relentless.
Okay, so December 11th, 2018, you were hired to become the next head coach of Camden Catholic High School football after being interim for the remainder of the previous season. What about this place made you eager to return here?
Oh, man. I would say it was the kids, to be honest. It was just the relationships that I built with these kids, the conversations that we had, the growth, the potential that I saw in a lot of these young kids and the older kids, well-respected kids. You know, just being around him, it was just a vibe about it that just made me want to always come back. You know, I wanted to come back. I wanted to see these kids grow. You know, that's what made me just stick it to want to build these kids up to the person that they really can be.
What staff have you assembled to help coach this young team?
So far, I'm bringing 3 returning coaches from last year back. You know, Coach Dolan, Coach Gary, and Coach Ant. I also hired a new coach, it's Tomas Cabrera. This is a guy, a high energy guy. He played at Temple University with me. He later then transferred to Bloomsboro, where at Temple he was a great guy. He was great in the film rooms. He was great in meetings. He was a great special teams guy. You know, he knows the game. That was a key component, key pickup that I picked up this offseason. I'm also still in the process of interviewing some more coaches. I'm not necessarily in a rush to put the whole staff together right now. Ideally, I want to, but I want to bring the right guy that makes sense for my group of kids that I have here at this program. I want a coach that's not only going to be a coach, but I need mentor. I need a coach that's going to build relationships with these kids, you know, be a father figure. I need mentors more than a coach. A mentor first, then a coach. Just so, you know, these kids could have somebody to talk to, you know, just building a rapport, because, you know, it all starts with that, having that relationship with the kid, because the kid could go the extra mile for you if you have a relationship for him, have a relationship with the kid, and going out there on Friday night, he's going to play hard for you.
So taking a look at the previous football season, from what I have seen personally, these younger guys stood out and are really tough-minded and very talented kids. How do you plan to build on that talent moving forward to this season coming up?
This coming season, again, you know, I want to stay, you know, we started our off-season workouts January the 7th. And we've been at it full throttle, Monday through Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. every day. I want to first start off with the nucleus of that group. The kids that's showing up each and every day is going to get the coach's full attention. You know, I'm going to start with them, build leaders from within, and then work my way out. And as the kids that's coming on late summer, early summer, they're going to get the message of how things are being ran around here, and they're going to fit in. But for the most part, I'm going to start with what I have and build that up. I have some guys that never played football before, but by the time we finish this off season, they're going to know a little bit about some football. What
can people expect from the Camden Catholic football team this season?
People can expect for the kids to be out there and have fun. They're going to see high energy guys, sideline. You know, kids are going to be cheering their brothers on. You know, they can expect, you know, smart, tough, and relentless players out there getting after it each and every day. They can expect, you know, kids battling through adversity, kids fighting to the very end. And most importantly, just having fun. Again, you know, if you're not having fun with it, you shouldn't be out there on the field. And that's going to be my job. If a kid's not having fun with it, he's not going to be able to play. Most importantly, kids are going to be out there having fun, which the parents are going to be proud to see their kids out there having fun with what they love to do. Hey, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for, you know, supporting my vision, you know. Thank you for actually helping me put this together. My biggest thing is just, you know, I just wanted to build awareness out there, just so everybody can see the type of person I am and see my philosophy and see how I want things to be ran as a football program. So, you know, I definitely want to say thank you, man. Appreciate you, man, and you know, and all the kids that have been supportive so far. Been in practice. You know, parents that have been supportive. You know, getting their kids to practice. You know, all the staff members and administration that have been, you know, helping me out with, you know, getting the kids their grades, getting their grades and stuff together. So, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Go Irish, man. Go Irish.